Hey everyone, I'm Gael.
I'm Mark.
I'm Isaac.
I'm Thomas.
I'm Kayla.
And welcome back to the podcast. Another episode with Isaac. How many more of these we got? Like 2 more?
2, 3.
2 or 3 more in the bank? Shit, we're gonna be farming this. Isaac's back. No, I mean this is the first episode you're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is coming out this Friday, so this is the first
So yeah, it's
episode.
my first one.
Isaac's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does it feel being back from Berkeley?
I don't know. It feels weird because I've been gone like half a year, but it doesn't even feel like half a year went by. That's a lot of time.
Because you did visit like once or twice in between, no?
Only for Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
But I mean, like everything's the same. The room changed a bit, but like
everything's the same.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, like being back, it's summer. It's kind of humid outside. You sweat a lot. You know, I hope you guys are putting on sunscreen. You know what sunscreen? Oh my god, I love the Sunbum sunscreen.
Dude, for real.
I usually hate sunscreen because it's like too hard to apply. It feels like I have to like stretch my skin out to get it to just settle. But look, with that, we want to talk about skin and acne. We did one controversial episode on acne and if it's beautiful, but this one is a little different, just about how we feel about the stress of our skin not being perfect. So if we're talking about acne, I feel like I dealt with the worst of my acne in my sophomore or junior year, and it was really difficult to deal with, if I remember correctly. What was weird is I would tell my dermatologist, and they would keep putting me on like tretinoin and cream and like pills and stuff, and it would never do anything. And I would spend like 5 months and be like, okay, we'll check back in 2 months, okay? We would check back in 2 months and nothing really changed, and I'd still got breakouts, and I was like, oh my god, like what am I going to do about this? And then I heard about Accutane, and Accutane really helped a lot. It really did help a lot. And what I didn't necessarily enjoy about my acne is that it was a lot of like whiteheads, right? It wasn't like the deeply ingrained ones where it just kind of hurts. It was the ones that come and go and dry up. Which was really, I don't know, that was really difficult to deal with. And I remember something I was at least always good at was at not necessarily picking at my skin. To this day, every time I see someone, it's always, oh my God, it's always the people that have like 1 or 2 pimples that just have to pick at it. Like I swear to God, it's always like someone that has one pimple, like, I need to pick at it, you think, and they pick at it.
Yeah, like it drives me crazy because in my experience, like I have sensitive skin, so if I pick like a pimple, it would leave a scar. So like when people pick at their pimple, I'm just like, are you not scared of getting like a scar? Like it's so crazy to me, and especially like the couples that pick at their pimples, I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's a thing.
That's it. Yeah, like it's like, please let me pick. Like yeah, it's just a thing they like.
They find it satisfying.
Yeah.
Gael.
Me? I did not pick at your pimples.
No, you wouldn't pick at my pimples, but you would like pop my fucking whiteheads and shit. Like it was so weird.
Oh, your blackheads?
Yeah.
Okay, because you asked me to.
No, you would see it and then you'd be like, wait, Thomas, and then it would hurt like a motherfucker. Oh my god.
I was doing you a favor. Those bitches would explode. Yeah, but look,
fuck?
I feel like the only ones that didn't deal with acne here are Kayla and Mark. So do you guys get one pimple and start picking at it?
I have to confirm, yes.
You do?
I just can't help myself. It's just, I just want to get rid of it, and so I just squeeze it. And then it's so satisfying just like seeing the thing come out.
No, but this is what I heard. If you pop a pimple, it's gonna like pop out and spread, and then more pimples come.
That hasn't been true in my case.
Oh, you're lucky then.
Mark, we literally have, I feel like we have the same the same skin, really.
I think so. I actually have like one pimple on my forehead. If you guys can look.
Oh my god, what,
Yeah,
dude?
it's a little pimple.
What? Put a little Starface patch on it.
No way.
Do you know what those are?
What is Starface?
If you couldn't tell, this episode's sponsored by Starface.
Hi, Surf
Yeah.
Thanks for
No.
making it very slick.
No, you're so
Mark.
slick with it, Mark. You're incredible. I don't know how you do it. You're so natural and personal with it. No, for real though. Like, how do you feel having that one little pimple on your flawless skin?
So the thing about my pimples, they like hurt. I don't have multiple pimples, but I would have like one pimple on my face, and it would just hurt to touch it. Sometimes when I like brush it against my clothes, it would hurt. It just hurts, and that's why I don't pick at it.
Oh.
It's really hard for me to not pick at it, especially when I see that it's like just like on the brim was just like, you know,
bulging out.
it's like bulging out. It's like I just have to. I can't control myself.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
I feel like the thing with pimples though is a lot of us tend to kind of see it as something we have to like fight or like remove and erase and stuff, but that's not necessarily the case. I mean, that's why I don't pick at it because that's why I don't pick at it, because it's like I'm not necessarily like trying to fight my fucking face and skin and like destroy it or whatever. So I really just let it live its course. Like it always usually dries out, and then after then it just falls off easily. Because if I pick at it or something, there's always gonna be like a scar or something. And some people scar more easily than others.
Yeah.
I know some people that pick at their pimples and then they're left with like a darker brown spot. And it just doesn't go away, or it takes forever to go away.
That's me. I would have pimples above my lip area. That's where I would get it the most, and that's usually when I like blow my nose. That's where I would get it, and then when they do go out, it leaves like marks on my face.
Yeah. Sometimes it has left like a darker spot, like right here on my cheeks, right here.
Yeah. And
You
look,
can't see.
the other thing is it's so funny that we refer like to your guys' skin as perfect or flawless when it really isn't.
No.
Like it really isn't. I mean, I feel like do people ever tell you that, like, oh, your skin's so perfect, so flawless?
Not perfect, but just like it's quote unquote like good, like you have such good skin or whatever. But I do think I could do a better job at taking care of it, because I take it for granted at times, and I don't, do a proper skin routine all the time. So that's on me.
Same thing. I do get compliments about my skin. Baby face, stuff like that. The only routine that I do have is when I shower, that's when I use the face wash, and then I get out and I put the this moisturizer with SPF, protect my skin from the UV rays.
That makes sense. That's kind of really all you need. Does it ever annoy you if people tell you have flawless skin? Because do you see like a lot of imperfections in it? Because I mean, to make it clear, I don't think skin is ever really perfect or flawless. Like there's always imperfections, because that's just kind of how it is, and for it to be flawless would kind of mean it would have to be robotic. So besides pimples, do you get other insecurities about your skin?
On my back there is I don't know what it is, but it's like dark. It's not like even tone. There's like a few like dark spots. I think it's because when I would go to like Las Vegas when I was a kid, I would just get like sunburn on my back, and then I think I still have like scarring from that, and so it's not like completely even tone skin. A few dark patches here and there.
Yeah, I feel like I deal with that. Like there's sometimes, like whether it be on my thighs or my arms or my back, like there's patches that are darker or like spots that are darker, which sucks, because I wish I had just completely like an even skin tone, but that's not necessarily realistic. Although some people do, which is like they're very lucky. They have very strong skin. I feel like my skin's pretty sensitive too, Isaac.
Yeah.
Like, do you have to take care of your skin a lot, like through sunscreen or just like light moisturizer?
Yeah, so like scarring, you have to put like sunscreen. So like I'm always buying sunscreen, and honestly, my favorite sunscreen, like tinted sunscreen, is usually a lot better. I don't know why. Like, like that white sunscreen that you just can't mix in.
Yeah.
Like when I used to use that, like it looked like a snowman. Like, like it just doesn't work.
So does the tinted one work better because it kind of like mixes with your skin?
It mixes with your skin, so it looks more natural. Yeah, I don't know if it has like better effects for the sun, but I just know it looks better on your skin.
That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure if it I don't think it makes a difference. It's just like so you don't get that white cast.
Yeah, I hate the white cast.
No, it sucks. I hate when sunscreens. They're always. I used to avoid applying it because I just hated the texture of it, because it was so hard to apply, and then especially with Accutane. If I would apply sunscreen, since Accutane makes your skin peel, it would like be white and like flaky, and it was terrible. But since then, I've found sunscreens that are like more watery, so they just feel like moisturizer, which is really nice.
Like tinted sunscreen also, it has like this like rougher texture, like not rough, but it's just easier to like spread into your skin. Like it doesn't feel like so watery and like sticky.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good.
recently, so this episode is sponsored by Starface, and the reason why like I really wanted to have him as a sponsor is because I find it so nice, the idea of having pimples be almost like something you don't necessarily have to dread having, because then that just gives you an excuse to put something on it. Have you guys seen the pattern? And if you don't know what Starface is, it's basically like these small like star shaped pimple patches that basically have hydrocolloid
Hydrocolloid. Okay.
acid. So they're medical, right? It's a medical pimple patch that's supposed to help reduce the inflammation of the pimple. And it comes in like a little like cute star shape, and it's really like bright. And it's so interesting because I feel like, you know, even having those 10 years ago would have been unthinkable. Like I don't think people would have done it, but now like there's you see almost the real time acceptance of acne. Not just the acceptance of it, but also being able to turn it into something that, you know, you almost like take pride in, whether by like putting a little patch on it that like goes with your aesthetic or something, which is ironic because sometimes I see people wearing the pimple patches for fun, just like as part of like their outfit, because it's kind of like putting a sticker on your face, except you don't have to deal with the glue or like any toxic chemicals. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to learn more about Starface and their little pimple patches, which I have, they have these SpongeBob ones too.
Do they?
Yeah, it's literally the face of SpongeBob.
Wait, that's actually pretty cute.
I know. I was just gonna like put it on my, like, you know, yeah, you just put it on your face. But yeah, they're basically like hydro stars, and they're 100% hydrocolloid pimple patches that just help reduce the inflammation. They absorb the fluid and shrink the spots overnight. And I guess they have the added benefit of going with the fit and the aesthetic. So that's nice. There's a bunch. They did a like a. I have the blue ones, the yellow ones, and the rainbow ones. So during Pride Month, I was wearing the rainbow ones. Yeah. So if you're interested, you know, go to starface.world and shop for more hydro stars, because they're genuinely very cute. Have you guys seen them around with people?
I have. I've seen it become like a trend where people put it on their face, and I mean, I thought they were cute. I haven't used it because I just pick at my pimples.
Yeah,
so
I know,
you know,
Kayla.
I'm gonna try next time I get a pimple. I'll try.
No, I'll give
stars.
you some. I'll give you
Yeah.
some Starface little packs. Yeah,
I need it.
No, literally.
I need to turn a new leaf.
No, because they actually I use them whenever I get like a whitehead, because those are the most annoying, because they pop so easily, and then they like you said, they spread, and so I put them on, and what I like about it is that it does prevent me from. It prevents me from not touching it, so it feels like if I was like putting like a little barrier on it, so if I touch it, I know I won't be touching with my like dirty hands or anything, so that's been nice. I have a pretty bad habit of like skin picking, like even though I know it's bad, I like am not good at not skin picking my skin. Like the worst thing I ever did, like a fucking dumbass, like I told you, was like in 8th or 7th grade, where like I tried to get a blackhead out with like a needle, and then it just fucked up my nose forever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You don't remember?
Oh, I didn't know you tried it with a needle.
Yeah, it was like a needle, and there was this like blackhead, and I was like, oh, that's so gross, and I couldn't get it out, and I was so annoyed. I was like, what can I use? And so I tried like using like a little needle to like hook it through and like take it out.
Oh my
and I think I think it worked, but
Like messed up your pore, I think.
yeah, I
So
think
it's just like an open pore.
yeah, I think it really fucked up my pore, and ever since then,
Wow.
like I kept getting acne on my nose, and like it kept getting out of control because I think it was just so like destroyed. And like to this day, I still have like a bunch of pimple scars and like stuff, because it was like, yeah, why people call me Rudolph. The things I do to myself, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. Have you guys ever gone to any extremes to like fix your skin?
I would say second to Gael, I struggled with acne the most, especially during junior year. And that was because of stress. Like, a big contributor to skin problems, especially for me, was stress. And as soon as I graduated from high school, my skin started clearing up.
Wow.
So
Look at that pattern.
there's a correlation there. But I wouldn't say I went to any extreme lengths. I just went to the dermatologist a lot and tried a lot of different things. I never picked on my skin. Or I did, but I rarely did. No, and I was considering Accutane, but I was scared of the depression side effects, and I didn't want to risk any of that. So I didn't take Accutane,
Yeah.
and it worked out because I went on like benzoyl peroxide, like the whole like little set,
Mhm.
and that worked for me pretty well.
Interesting.
That's good.
Yeah.
Something I learned was like how important sleep is for your skin.
Mhm.
Like honestly, I think it's like one of like the top two important things besides water, because like if you don't sleep enough, like your pores just don't close. Like whenever I wake up after sleeping a lot, like I would feel like my skin, like I couldn't really see my pores as much, which is a good sign because like bacteria can't get in. So just sleeping after like a lot more after high school, I realized that like my skin was getting a lot better than it was before.
Interesting. Yeah, sleep. I hear like sleep, water as like two big.
Yeah, and it
And
sounds
stress.
like oh they're just saying that, but nah, like sleeping
That shit does something.
it does something.
And like, you know, have you heard of sea moss? Apparently it has like a shit ton of vitamins.
I've
and
heard of
stuff.
CMOS, but like how do you like?
I guess you just, I don't know.
Is it like you put on your face at a vitamin?
You eat it,
Oh, okay.
and like it provides a ton of nutrients that like really kind of just help clear your skin. I don't know if that works, honestly. What did work for me was Accutane, because I did tretinoin, I did like the pills and stuff, I did the face washes, but none of that really worked. It kept coming back. It wasn't until I went on Accutane that like my acne finally like settled. But so right now I'm like on my second run of it. I did like my first run in like senior year of high school during the pandemic, and my skin cleared up. It got super, super nice. I was like, oh my god, like I could actually take a selfie because like my acne isn't there. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but personally, I just I didn't necessarily find it as enjoyable for myself, and it was a little bit of a struggle. See, if I knew about that there was like fucking patches, I would have been covering my face in patches, bro. I would have had stars all over me if I knew that back then. So yeah, my acne was pretty out of control, and Accutane kind of just really helped a lot with it. And just reduce a lot of the inflammation. It does make my skin very dry, and my lips so dry. It's probably one of the annoying things, because I feel like people around me that don't know will think I'm like, oh my god, he has such dry, chapped lips. But I'm like, guys, no, please don't judge me just yet. So that's what worked for me. I mean, it's so interesting that in TV shows, it's like people talk about acne positivity, but not a single actor ever has even one pimple, like ever.
Yeah, I never really see any
Ever.
actors.
I was like, when are we gonna like
Actresses.
try? Like, should actors have pimples? Should you be watching a TV show and the characters and the cast have like pimples or acne or whatever, and should that like be a thing?
I mean, I don't see
Yeah.
why not. I think it's a pretty normal thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't happened. Like, I take note of it in every single show, and they never do. They never do.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's like, really, they always have flawless skin. I was like, how do they do
Yeah,
it?
but it's also like makeup and like
Mm.
acne usually doesn't appear as much on like camera than it does in person. And I notice that a lot for me because sometimes I have like a bad skin day, but in photos like it doesn't show up. So, I mean,
Interesting.
but I wanted to ask, your Accutane experience.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the chapped lips and the dry skin, were there any other effects? Like, because I remember you would say you felt like really exhausted at times.
Oh, really? Wow. The symptoms that I got from Accutane was just dry skin, chapped lips. During my first time, I got like one nosebleed once or twice, and that was it. And then I would also get back pain. So whenever I laid down, it would like really, really hurt, and I had to adjust to like relaxing my back because it would hurt a lot. Like, I literally couldn't like just lay down. I had to keep my spine like flexed. That was it. I
Oh.
didn't get a lot of bad side effects. I know some people that have had their face completely peel, like really, really badly, and their whole skin is just peeling off. But for me, it wasn't that bad. I mean, skin can be hard to deal with. Like, a lot of people just suffer from, there's this one condition that has to do with skin picking. It's like dermatillomania, where you just compulsively pick at your skin. Um, I don't know if any of us know someone or ourselves that struggle with that. Yeah, I guess that's more of a private thing, but I definitely obsess a little bit. Like after I shower and I still like I see something in the light, I'm like, oh, I have to get rid of that, and then my skin just starts bleeding and I leave a scar and I'm like, fuck.
Oh, okay. So is acne still like a continuous struggle for you?
For me,
Yeah.
not really. As of late, not really. I maybe get 1 or 2 pimples every couple weeks, but it's because I'm on Accutane. So once I get off of it, it's when we'll see.
Because for me now, it's like acne is the thing that comes and goes.
Really?
Like I don't really stress about it anymore, because I feel like it's kind of out of my control. Like I've done everything I could, and the occasional pimples will come, but I don't stress about like getting rid of it because over time it's just gonna go away, and there's no point in like trying to pick at it or get rid of it because I mean, it's just there, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like keeping like my skin routine super simple. Like all I use is my little Dove beauty bar to like clean my face and then my moisturizer. But there's some people that have like 8-step skin routines and I don't know how they do it.
Sometimes it's just fun to play around with like the serums.
Serum.
The serums and the moisturizers. Like Drunk Elephant has like these their containers allow for like really good like mixing. So it's like you purposely mix the product. So you have like the moisturizer and then it's like a little lid, like a little table, and then you add the serum and then you mix the fucking moisturizer and the serum together. And then they have like these like formulas online called like something smoothie, and then you like follow it, and I don't know, it's kind of fun, but it's like a little it's a little self-care thing.
I feel like acne is one of those things that we just kind of have to not worry about, as hard as that might be, because it really just goes away over time. And sometimes I'm like, I wonder what it would have been like if I just never had to deal with acne. Like, what would that have done to us?
Yeah. I wonder.
And when like you're younger, you like everyone worries about it. Once you get older, you realize like it's not something to worry about too much.
Yeah, I'm like looking forward to getting old because I feel like a lot of older folks kind of stop dealing with acne as they get older, it seems a lot easier.
But then you have to deal with wrinkles.
I know, so it's a trade-off. But look, I get really oily. I get really, really oily skin, and it's so bad. One of the things I love about Accutane is that like it has allowed me to just not be oily because it dries out my skin. And I'm not looking forward to the days where I would just get oily and oily and oily. But I hope by the time I'm like in my like 20s, it goes away because apparently it helps keep you young.
Yeah, and sunscreen, like as long as you use sunscreen, even if you don't have acne, like it'll help you against wrinkles. So
Yeah,
people need to use sunscreen.
yeah. It's just weird. Like so many people struggle with acne, but if you look on social media or even around you, it seems like they don't. Like I would notice it at school, people don't have acne, and then on social media, you don't even see acne. Like you do not see people with like a white head. Like that is so rare. So it makes me feel like, am I just really unlucky?
And
or
it's weird
what?
because the same thing happens to my face where like I do have acne. It's just when I take the selfie, it's not
Doesn't
there.
show.
So just don't believe the selfie.
No, for real. I would Photoshop my acne out.
You would?
Yeah, when I had really bad acne.
If I had a really bad pimple, I would.
If it was really bad, I'm so sorry. Like, we shouldn't do that, right? We should be honest. And
It was just like
Wear the
so.
star face.
It just was so unnecessary.
yeah.
But now you have star face stickers to cover that
That's the
up.
thing. Now we have like other like cute ways to cover it that you don't have to just Photoshop it. You could just put like a sticker, like a little star or whatever, like a heart. Which honestly I think is a good thing. Like, yeah, I think it is. I wonder like if they'll make more shapes. If like more people will make more shapes. What kind of shape would you want to have?
a heart.
What about like a teardrop?
Yes.
Crazy ass
That might be a little much.
Or what about like what's another like thing you could put? Like maybe
Be.
happy face. Maybe like emojis.
A laughing emoji.
Laughing emoji. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like Kim Kardashian could do like a pimple patch that's like nude. And it would just have nude pimple patches.
Oh, like the color.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
What is it, like Skins by Kim? It'll be Acne by
Skin by Kim.
Skin by Kin.
She already
Yeah.
came out with that.
Oh fuck. Yeah, she just
What?
did.
Skin.
Skin by Kim.
She has a skin line now.
Yeah, she recently released it.
Skin by Kim.
It's literally called
Skin by Kim.
Wait, how have I not heard about this?
I don't know. The packaging is like super neutral.
I
It's,
mean,
like,
yeah, that's like
Yeah, that's
She
her
She said it was
brand.
inspired by Kanye or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guys. So look, let me get you some Starface patches. You need.
Please.
I'm gonna slap one on you.
Right now?
Yeah. Put the fucking not the SpongeBob, the Patrick one on you.
oh, it's like spelled like SKKN.
Yeah, Skin by
Yeah,
Kim.
skin.
Oh wow.
Come on.
Okay.
Anyways, guys, look, if you have acne, it's okay. Don't try to fight it, baby girl. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Do you feel soothed?
Yeah, did that help? Did that inspire you? Don't try to fight it. Don't try to erase it. Don't try to destroy your pimple. It's
And
okay.
acne is just like so different for everybody. Like, there's not gonna be something that works for everybody.
Not for real.
Yeah. So I mean, just be patient with your skin and kind of embrace it. You'd rather fight it because
Yeah.
it's just gonna stress you out more, and it's probably gonna cause more pimples.
No, for real. Like, you kind of
Um,
have to go at it. Like, if you have really bad acne, you have to go at it with the mentality that, like, I'm just going to forget about it because it's better than stressing since you can't really do much.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if I would have stressed about it even more during junior year or sophomore year, I would have, like, hated myself even more. You just kind of got to forget it's there. Like, it really does help because people don't really care. It's like, whatever. Like, you just got to,
Yeah.
go through that phase when you have acne. Thankfully, now you have Starface to go help put pimple patches all over yourself. So if you like it, they're really cute and they help kind of reduce inflammation. You could go to starface.world to get some pimple patches. You could follow them at Starface. I wish I would have put some on. I would have like,
I know.
yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode. Again, your acne's okay. So, maybe what's the poll we should put in the comments? Maybe like,
Are you a pimple picker?
yeah, are you a pimple picker? All right.
Oh, I used. Oh,
What?
I was-
What?
No,
What?
Oh,
No, say
no,
it.
it's not super.
No, I want to know.
I used to watch
Share
like Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yeah.
I would watch her shit.
Yeah.
It was so satisfying.
I would watch a couple, but some were just too
Yeah.
much.
I know, right? Oh my
Someone
god,
just
it
too
would like
much.
it,
nasty.
it would make my toes curl sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like I can't look away. It's like I need to see it. Anyways,
Yeah, well, you guys could watch Dr. Pimple Popper together. Anyways, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.